Hey,
What's up?
love
Hello.
love what you guys are doing.
Thank you
Uh,
so much. I will. I'm also a pest control guy. So if you got a problem at your house, hit me up. Come through. I'll take care of it.
Just know if they bite the back of your neck, at least with bees, that's the only area of the body that potentially could be close to lethal.
Really?
Yeah, the back, like the little bone you feel when you touch the back of your neck, that's that area. Supposedly, it's actually deadly.
Oh man, great.
Fantastic to
Something
know.
else to worry about. Appreciate it.
No, yeah, we live in interesting times. You always at least have to cover the back of your head
That's right.
because you never know what's going to happen next.
Well, that could be merch for the show. Just little covers for the back of your neck. Keep
Yeah.
you guys safe from the
Keep
evil
it-
drones.
Yeah. Watch out for the wasps.
Well, thank you for that information. How are you? And what would you like to share tonight?
Well, firstly, yeah, we didn't go to the moon, that's for sure.
Nice. Nice.
Mike, you guys ever met Sabril? You guys know about Sabril, the guy from A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon, the documentary?
No.
Okay, so we did a podcast with him twice, and he said Sabril.com 25 times, and I think the Joe Rogan one he did.
Interesting.
So I memorized his website for how many times he said his website.
That's hilarious.
But a funny thing happened on the way to the moon. He got footage from NASA that was somehow leaked that showcased a video. There was a shot that was very famous of the Earth far away, but it wasn't the Earth far away. They put a laminate on top of the glass in the ship in order for you to not to see that they were on Earth in their orbit.
Nice. I gotta watch it.
So
Where did he say they were?
literally they were in Earth orbit. They were in Earth
Gotcha.
orbit, but they
Okay.
were placing it so it looked like they were far away. And supposedly in his book and everything, he essentially says that he was kidnapped and they tried to get the footage from him and they dosed him with a high dose of LSD through a bracelet. It's a very interesting story.
I'll have to watch it. That's
Oh,
interesting.
and he was punched by Buzz Aldrin. It's that guy.
Hell yeah.
I've seen that video. Buzz gets emotional about the moon. We all know that. That is true. Well, I looked that up. I also know a lot of the pictures we see from space are just conglomerates of data, that they put together to make these perfect little pictures that everyone just thinks that, wow, that's a really wonderful picture, but it's not really a picture.
No, we potentially have gone into space and done a lot of crazy things, but definitely there is evidence that there is something that they're hiding from us. I'm a big space guy. I believed everything for a long time, and then I slowly started to realize, wait, there's a lot of discrepancies here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Yeah.
And who knows? Who knows how everything is potentially a fluid out there. It's just a fluid we don't understand.
I like it.
At least our comprehension.
What do you think of the moon?
I mean,
is it
it's there. I believe it truly is there. The interesting thing is they mention all of the planets in our solar system fit in between the distance between Earth and the moon. All of them
right?
feed inside the space that exists just at 250, like 300,000 kilometers distance
Right.
between our planet. What is it? I don't know. Was it placed there? If it was placed there, then everything is a construct and potentially we live in a form of a simulation, because the probability of an alien race actually building something of that scale to just stabilize the planet is Kardashev 2 level civilization.
Yeah. I think God, in my opinion, could make something like it. I don't think it's as vast as they tell us, because there is 2 light sources in the Bible. I don't know if that original one that they say is the moon is the one from the Bible anymore. I really don't know anymore.
They speak about Saturn.
Oh,
They
yeah.
speak a lot about Saturn. So if you ever watch Cooper, brain, my brain cells, the space movie that it was Kubrick.
Oh, yeah.
My God, my brain is not functioning.
2001.
Yes.
Yep.
So one of the things that happened, I think it was in 2010, potentially the sequel, that Jupiter turns into a star. I mean, it converts into a star,
Mm-hmm.
and Europa comes to life.
Interesting. That's a great movie. I should rewatch that. It's been a while. I think about it a lot. Anytime I see the moon landing video, I think of Kubrick. So I have to go back and rewatch that one. And what was the other thing again? About a funny thing happened on the way to the moon. Is that what it's called?
Yes, a funny thing happened on the way to the moon. You can find it on YouTube.
Cool.
It's like 46 minutes long. It's fascinating, and it'll really drive you into understanding. Okay, I got to question some things. And when it comes to Saturn, you also have to look at the storm at the top in the North Pole. You've seen the storm. You ever seen videos of the storm in North Pole of Saturn?
Yeah.
That it's hexagons.
Yeah. Oh, well, we were talking about like Saturn worshippers, right? And the cube that comes from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've worked with a rabbi that was putting that cube on people's heads every time I was there. We're in the temple, and it was very interesting to watch.
Yeah, they have a cube that they wear.
Yes.
Islam circles the cube right in Mecca.
Yes.
The cube is everywhere. Once you start looking into the Saturn worshippers, you do see it in everything, even in like art and sculptures and movies, our phones. Even I was talking about the black square earlier for George Floyd, and it dawned on me as I read it, that's a black cube. You know, you kind of see it everywhere, and the Saturn worshipper thing is quite interesting to me.
Well, we are in interesting times, and slowly things are getting revealed. And I feel when the truth is actually revealed, we will be inundated with so much AI slop and fake reality that people will not believe the actual truth.
I think that's the point. When I'm talking about accelerationism, that's a symptom of it, where there's going to be a faction that believes whatever they want to believe, and there's a faction that will believe nothing. And rightfully so, because we've been lied to so much. I think that's part of their plan. And as we push closer towards what feels like a truth, it reminds me, again, I brought up Truman Show just a bit earlier. It's like when he tries to escape that one time with his fake wife, they just have calamity after calamity. And I can't help but think that's kind of what we're going through right now. You know, COVID happened not too long after Epstein himself, whatever happened there. And I just think all these things are connected. I can't help it. I do have a thing behind me with one of those, like, I'm connecting the dots like a crazy Charlie Day meme. But I think I'm not so crazy.
Well, the recent Trump video related to Charlie Kirk, did you guys notice the colors of the video and that potentially it was AI?
Oh, where he's talking about it?
So the video,
with his hands clasped?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
The Tim Pool, like I think it was even broadcasted live in the show and such.
Yep.
But the thing is, the video colors are Google VO. So I work a lot with AI, and I can tell you that once you look at it, you're like, this is AI colors. Potentially, it was his voice.
Right.
It was potentially very likely his actual voice, but the whole video itself was fake. And it was likely so they could test the people, the audience, in an unofficial communication. Because if it was an official communication, they could never broadcast AI. It would be way too scrutinized. But they wouldn't scrutinize as much something that was unofficial, that was a personal video.
Yeah, I saw the video and I saw people saying that, but when I watched the video initially, I feel like I wasn't even looking. I was so like distraught in the moment. But saying that though, I said consistently through Joe Biden's term that he was our first deepfake AI president. You know, I think there was a lot of videos of him addressing the nation where that was a fake person, like it was completely made up. And I also
when
think
his hand goes through the microphone.
One of my favorite videos. It's like in a green screen. It goes through the boom mic, and there was reporters from the Atlantic or something trying to like recreate it. Like, it's just a normal thing. Hands go through boom mics. It's just an illusion. I'm like, no, you can't recreate what just happened. We all saw it. That skeleton robot's hand went directly through the boom mic, and we all saw it. I mean, his whole thing was fake. He was doing vaccines in the fake Oval Office. Like, everything was theater. So, you know, I don't know why.
The saline shots. Yes.
Yeah.
Saline shots.
They couldn't give him a real one. Well, they could if it was just a fake. It depends. You know, I think there's a network of Bidens out there. And my favorite
you mean
one,
Daddy Longlegs, the guy that was literally taller than him?
when he came back.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
He was actually taller than him.
That's
I was like,
reality.
wait, what?
This is our reality. It's unbelievable. Oh, man. Good times. Simpler times when we had a robot in office. But thank you for the call. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I will be watching out for the back of my neck now while traveling through the outside world. Brandon just looked to see if the wasp was reanimating itself. And
Yeah,
it's not.
I've been keeping an eye on it.
It's gone. I can confirm. But thanks, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Have a wonderful day, guys.
You too.
Take care.